Hello, and welcome back to Fem Life. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. 2 lucky winners get to spend 1 hour on video chat with me. It was a Friday evening, and Daniel was getting ready for a night out with his pals. As he stood in front of his closet, he couldn't shake off a sense of uneasiness. Daniel had been wanting to confide in his friends about his secret for a long time, but he dreaded their reaction. Daniel was a crossdresser, and he had been concealing this aspect of himself from the world for far too long. He sighed and settled for a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, too afraid to take the risk and wear his beloved dress. Maybe next time, he thought to himself. He knew he couldn't keep hiding forever, but the fear of being judged and rejected by his friends held him back. As he exited his room, his phone beeped with a message from his friend, Alex. "Hey buddy, all set for tonight? We're meeting at the bar at 8 p.m. Daniel felt a mix of excitement and anxiety wash over him. He replied with a simple, "Can't wait," and headed downstairs to wait for his ride. Getting into Alex's car, Daniel couldn't help but envy his friend's confidence. Alex was always the life of the party, effortlessly drawing attention with his bold fashion choices and outgoing personality. Daniel, on the other hand, was more reserved, always lingering in the background, afraid of standing out. Upon arriving at the bar, Daniel noticed the long line of people waiting to get in. His heart pounded with nerves. "This is it," he thought to himself, "I have to do it tonight." Just as they were about to enter, a group of women in extravagant outfits strolled past them, laughing and chatting. Daniel couldn't help but feel a twinge of envy at their freedom to express themselves. He wished he could muster up the same courage. Inside the bar, the atmosphere was lively and vibrant. The music blared, and the dance floor pulsed with energy. Daniel's friends wasted no time and made a beeline for the bar to get drinks. As they settled at a table, Alex's eyes widened as he spotted a group of crossdressers dancing and having a blast. "Wow, those ladies look fantastic," he exclaimed. Daniel felt a mixture of jealousy and excitement. "They sure do," he agreed, trying to conceal his secret desire to join them. As the night progressed, Daniel couldn't shake off thoughts of those dancers on the floor. He watched in admiration as they twirled and danced without a care in the world. He knew he wanted to be a part of that, even if it was just for one night. While Alex and his friends moved on to the next bar, Daniel couldn't bring himself to leave. He felt drawn to the crossdressers, unable to tear his gaze away from them. Taking a deep breath, he made a bold decision. He left his table and approached the group. "Hi, I'm Daniel," he said timidly, trying to exude confidence. The group welcomed him with open arms, and Daniel felt a sense of belonging he had never experienced before. As he danced and laughed with them, all his fears and doubts seemed to melt away. He felt liberated and alive, embracing his true self for the first time in a long while. As the night wore on, they invited him to join them at a club known for its inclusive and celebratory atmosphere towards the LGBTQ+ community. Daniel couldn't believe his luck. He had always longed to visit this club but never had the courage to do it alone. Entering the club, Daniel felt a wave of euphoria wash over him. The atmosphere was electric, and he felt like he was part of a community that fully accepted him. He saw people of all genders and sexualities freely expressing themselves, and it was a sight to behold. Making their way to the dance floor, Daniel spotted a familiar face in the crowd. It was one of his coworkers, and he froze, fearing judgment. To his surprise, she smiled and gave him a thumbs up. In that moment, he realized he was not alone. There were people out there who embraced and supported him, and he no longer needed to hide. For the remainder of the night, Daniel danced like he had never danced before. He donned one of the dresses he had hidden away in his closet for so long, and he felt beautiful and confident. He even received compliments from strangers, which only boosted his self-assurance. As the night drew to a close, Daniel bid farewell to the group, feeling grateful for the experience he had just had. Exiting the club, he couldn't wipe the smile off his face. He had gone from being apprehensive about confiding in his friends to dancing and embracing his truth in front of strangers. The following morning, Daniel woke up with a newfound sense of confidence. He no longer felt the need to hide his true self. He messaged his friends and shared details about his night, and to his delight, they were nothing but supportive and thrilled for him. From that day forward, Daniel was no longer the reserved one in the group. He embraced his authentic self, evident in his attire and demeanor. He no longer felt compelled to conform to societal norms, and instead, he lived life on his own terms. That one night out changed everything for Daniel. It propelled him from feeling ordinary and fearful to living an extraordinary life without the fear of judgment. He was finally comfortable in his own skin, free to be whoever he wanted to be. And to him, that was the most beautiful feeling in the world.